Good morning, Bande Matram. Welcome all of you. This morning we are going to have a brief discussion on this topic, that is the an opinion is neither true nor false. Most of the time we feel we have some opinions. So to the opinions by your kith and kin, opinions by your opponents, opinion by your friends, sometimes we feel, and most of the time it hurts us. Most of the time it actually prepares us to get prepared for a bigger destiny. So without preparation you can't go to the battlefield. Like this battlefield, it is not battlefield where you fight among swords or weapons, but thing is that it is also the world is a big battleground. You have to struggle, you have to battle in different ways, in different formats, of course. So before going to this, you have to be very sincere, very sincere, and while taking the opinions, these opinions actually, sometimes they are constructive and sometimes they are destructive. So what really we have to know, how to react to the opinion, that is the major thing we have to take care of. Simply thinking, simply taking care of, it is not a helpful in a great way, but you have to change yourself at each inch of time while you are moving ahead. So there is a gap, there is some error, because man while moving with this mind, naturally there is the possibility, that there is a greater possibility of erring, no doubt of it. Thing is that how you want to tackle the situation, that is what the creative, no, that is what the point. Sometimes, not sometimes, most of the time opinions comes. Opinion does not come to the people who are sleeping, even if that is there, it is also. But when you are marching ahead, there are some opinions. But when you find some opinions are coming upon you, upon your style, upon your way of living, or way of achieving anything, but you have to see the truth behind it. That is what, because it comes to show us where really our difficulty is, what is the lacuna, where do we falter. These are the things we normally we find in the go of our life, we ignore, or sometimes we are ignorant, we don't know. We have to become aware. Anyway, we are coming forward to know what Sri Aurobindo actually quotes on this great thing on how to react to this opinion. So these accordingly, Sri Aurobindo quotes, these opinions are neither true nor false. And so an opinion is neither true nor false, but only serviceable for life or unserviceable. In both ways, both formats, from the different directions Sri Aurobindo tries to explain. An opinion is neither true nor false. So neither true nor false. It is not at all true, not at all false. Sometimes it has got its base. And the second, but only serviceable for life or unserviceable. It is serviceable for life even if it is unserviceable. For it is a creation of time. It is not always, it is the creation of time. Suppose somebody is, there can be criticism, no problem. Without criticism, there is no chance of progressing or marching ahead. So criticism constructs, it has the building capacity, it is creative beauty, it has got. But thing is that for life it is serviceable for life or unserviceable. For it is a creation of time, and with time it loses its effect. Some comment is there, then counter comment will be there. Some opinion be there, some counter opinion will be there. Whatever you find in the TV or in the media, and now after some times it changes and it loses its value. This is the characteristic normally we see as here in the course here. For it is a creation of time, and with time, it loses its effect and value. So nothing to worry. It's like floating wind. After some time it will cross, no problem. You find the strong cloud over. Now after some time you will find they will fall down as a rain. So no existence at all. So this is the time. Even if sometimes it is existing, some bad food it is there on the tree, after some time it will fall down. So with time it perishes, collapses. And the Sri Aurobindo quotes, it loses effect and value. Rise above opinion and seek wisdom everlasting. So within this opinion, really it prepares. it saves. To some extent its existence is true, but the thing is that if we go on the contrary, on the different side, in the other side, it will lose value and effect with time. It has come emerged within time limits, and it will perish within time limits. So what really we have to do, that is the major cause of concern, major thought we have to take care, that is here in the course, rise above opinion. People, कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना, छोड़ो बेकारों की बात. But thing is that suppose this mistake you repeat again and again, that is a great problem for you. No, that story I keep telling, you must have remembered that story. Somebody, a young man gets a job, and very happy. After some time he comes and comes to meet his father, to have some some suggestion, some remarks or some advice. So his father says, you come tomorrow before leaving home, you come, I will give you some something I will give you. So you come tomorrow. Tomorrow this morning before leaving home, this guy is coming and asking for the father's blessings, and asking what really you want to give as a suggestion, as explanation, as a directory, as advice. You just give me. Then this father gives two sealed envelopes. You take it, you go ahead, don't open it right now. At the time of needy, when you find that you are actually in a distress, you are facing severe problems, then you open the first one. Then after some time, if another way, in another time again you find that is the major, even worse difficulty, then you can open the second one. What is written, that you have to be very serious in knowing what really has been imprinted there. The boy is happy and he went out. After some time he joined the job, his initial period was happy. Then some problem came in. Then what he has to do, he wanted to, he remembered the father's advice. If any greater problem, if some problem comes and you feel it is not at all solvable within your part, so naturally you have to, what you have to do, you have to open the first one. So he opens, there is no option. And there is, it is written, now you try to pass over your problem to another's head. That is wise. So what he does, he felt it is good advice. So whatever problem, tension, strains, pressure is coming, he is simply passing the buck to others. Then he is happy that the problem is solved. He is now safe. Then happy, okay, this is done. After some time, the theory somewhere the ice has to break, because you know in your hand second envelope is also there, that has to be tested. It has got its testimony, it has got its point. So after some time another problem comes, and this problem is greater and more luminous problem, worse problem, it is coming, and actually it is surrounding him. So what he has to do? He is intense. What shall I do right now? And then he remembers, okay, father has given me the second envelope, I have to open, because as per his advice, this is the great advice by father, during the second and worst category of problem, I have to open the second envelope, hermetic envelope, it is a sealed envelope. And he opens, and there is written a small word, if any second problem comes, then quit your job and come back home. So he can't remember what he has to do. Got the job. Problems are coming. Initial problem he has solved with the advice of the mother. He has passed the buck towards others, his co-workers. And here second time this problem is coming, and the father's advice in very bright way. You leave your job and quit your job and come back home. So he has to take the advice, and he quits the job and resigns and come back home. After some time he is actually very depressed, job is gone, what he has to do. So when he is meeting the father, why you have given me such this type of non-constructive advice rather? So why it is? Father explains. So you should not have committed any error, any mistake. That is good. But thing is that it is very much promising. The thing is very true that this error, whatever you have faced, you must have learned a lesson from that. Instead of learning the lesson, you are simply committing the error again and again. So you have not. It indicates, it means, it is true that you have not learned anything from that problem. It is very true. So you do one thing. You are not in a position to tackle your problem. Problems are coming. To create a problem is not a problem, but to solve a problem is a problem. Anyway, the problem has come and again you are failing to solve the problem. Better, instead of, if you can be able to tackle the problem on your own way, better quit it and come back. That was my advice. Now the child is of course, in a position to understand, and the father's explanation, he is feeling that something error is there. So how I have to quitting the job, that is not the solution truly, because it was out of anger. Father has advised, you are not able to tackle the problem. If you go on living one after another job, then you are nowhere. Definitely you are nowhere. So what you have to do? You have to do the great thing, that is how to tackle the problems. Here in the course here, rise thou above the opinion. Here, rise thou, here, opinion is there, it will come when you are going. So lot of opinions will be coming, and moreover, when this more the number of opinions on you, then naturally you are feeling, the more you are progressing on your mark, on your track. So naturally problems will come. No study, more study, more confusion; less study, less confusion; no study, no confusion. If you are simply sitting silent, then also there is opinion will come. So what I have to do? Rise thou above the opinion and seek. Above the opinion, you have to rise up and you have to seek what, the wisdom everlasting. Just imagine, Lord Shiva and his counterpart, spouse, Parvati is going. Bull is there, Basua Balodo, that is also going. So when three are moving, some people on the corner, on the chowk, they found, hey, why you two are moving? You two are world. See, bull is there. You can sit upon it and you can pass the track. It is very convenient. It will carry you on the on it. So what you have to do? They did so. On the second chowk, people felt, yes, it is so hot day. This is also old ox. What it is doing? This is actually not a good. So what have to? Somebody should do sit and another should walk on the way. So Shiva, he sits and the Parvati is moving, and the next chowk is coming. Some people are there. They are having opinions. This beautiful lady is moving. This man is sitting on the ox. So what he has to do? Again, Parvati was made to sit, and the Shiva started walking on the way. After some time, people felt, what nonsense you are going. This old man is moving, walking on, and this beautiful lady is very much fashioning, and of course, she is enjoying life. After hearing this, what happened? Then they are in a dilemma. What they will really do? Then this while thinking of this one, this ox Baswabada, actually it ran like anything and left those Shiva Parvati and went away into the bush. So just imagine what is the opinion. You don't stay on your opinion. Like that, you have seen the opinion that goat becomes a dog. In the opinion of three people, they were very notorious friends. They were sitting. They found a Brahmin carrying a goat on his shoulder and moving through this jungle path. So they planned, actually this is a very good goat. We should have the feast if it is possible. If we can snatch it from the Brahmin, then it will be very much a joyous moment for us. We can at least enjoy the food there. So what they did, first one goes and explains, hey, why you are carrying this, carrying a dog on your shoulder? Brahmins are going, no, it is not a dog, it is cat. Then he moves on, with confidence he moves on. Then after some time, another second friend is coming and he is asking, why are you carrying a dog on your shoulder? Is it, you are a Brahmin, is it expected from you? Then this Brahmin's confidence level is lowering down. He feels, is it really a dog? But I know, I am confident it is a cat, I can see. I have knowledge, I have vision, I can see. Then after some time, he moves on, but with a lesser confidence than the initial one. Then after some time, the third man is coming and he is saying the same thing. You are carrying the dog in your shoulder. being a Brahmin. So this time actually he is losing his patience. He feels not me. All these three, whatever they are speaking, they are correct. It is not the goat, but I am carrying a dog on my shoulder. So finally, what he does simply he throws it away and runs away because he feels my dharma, my jati, everything is gone because I am carrying a cat, which is an imperial animal on my shoulder. So I have to make the atonement. I prayashchit, I have to karna hai mujhe. So what he does actually, he lives like anything, being depressed. Again, so here in the course here, rise thou above opinion and seek wisdom everlasting. Seek wisdom everlasting. This wisdom, it is not enough. It is in the initial way, it is one or two steps it is carrying you. You have to get prepared. Without opinion, without the comments, without remarks, without criticism, naturally you can't make a move forward. So rise thou above the opinion and seek wisdom everlasting. Against here in the course, use opinion for life, but let her not bind thy soul in her fetters. Normally, these opinions we try to, we hope it will be creative, constructive. Of course, it will be dazzling to build us in a very big manner. But sometimes we take it in the life. It is useful. Sometimes it is needful also. It will bring you to any greater way. But thing is that use opinion for life, but let her not bind thy soul in their fetters. These opinions should not touch the soul. Soul has its vision. Soul does not move by the opinions others or criticisms others, because it is what it knows, what it sees, what it follows. That is the truth, nothing else. So here in the course, use opinion for life, but let her not bind thy soul in fetters. Against here in the course, if thou wouldst not be the fool of opinion, thou must not be the fool of opinion, because opinion befools us in the most of the time. So if you would not be the fool of opinion, first see wherein thy thoughts are is true. Find. If there is opinion, you just stand there, you pause there, you think where this opinion is true, then study. Wherein its opposition and contradiction is true. If this opinion is true or false, is a contradiction, is it true or false, that's you have to study, and at last finally discover the cause of these differences and the key to God's harmony. So you just, if some opinion is coming, you just don't be fooled by the opinions. What you have to do, first you find whether your thoughts are true, or then study wherein the fault or contradictions, or find if its contradiction is there. I am playing, somebody is having a contradiction, then having opinions, then find where really the contradiction is lies, whether this is the contrary decision, contrary opinion is true, find at the same point, and latter wherein the opposite or contradiction is true, then at last you discover the cause of thy differences, whether in positivity you are true one side or in negativity it was true. So compare between the two, discover the cause of differences and the key to God's harmony. Where lies what, for it is the contradictions are there, and where lies the truth. So what we have to do, we have to find the key to the God's harmony. So this is a really it is a very lovable and achievable thing, what we know normally. We find it difficult in life how to reconcile with this very clumsy and of course in confusing matter. But the thing is that you have to go in life, in many occasions, in many points of time, at the from various angles, you find it is coming, there is no problem, you must welcome. Suppose you will be critical in accommodating this, accepting this, or manipulating this these criticism, naturally you will be out of life. Most of the time this error will persist, and through this error you will be moving again and again, from shorter distance to longer distance, from now to then, from here to there, from now present to future, because you will not be in a position to know where really these faults are there, and simultaneously, and most of the time every day you have to find really where lies the truth, and how and whether I am correct in my observation, in my judgment. Then discover the difference and finally find the key to the God's harmony. Vande Mataram.